Hi everybody, and welcome to I Like Cruise Ships, the YouTube channel, and welcome to a live video of the Carnival Horizon arriving live into the port of Miami. Now, this is a little bit unscheduled as usual, and I'm not sure how many people will come and watch this, but I thought I'd kind of do a bit of a split screen of the ship arriving. It's actually sailing in now into Miami. It's currently around 9 a.m. in Miami right now. Let's check. It's currently 8:29 actually, as we speak, as it's arriving into the port of Miami. I hope this comes across good and you can get an idea of what I'm doing here with the split screen. If anybody wants to share this to any social media groups, that would be super nice. Then it would be kind of pretty cool to everybody to watch this. I'm a little bit conjointed here because I'm on my laptop with my dual screens running. So I'm just going to see type that into YouTube. Alright, so let me just get that going over here because I've got multiple screens. So as you can see, the Carnival Horizon is sailing into Miami. Now this is actually the ship live coming right into the port. I'm actually got my camera over here, over here, over here. So if anybody can see this, post in the comments. If you want to share this into any groups, please go ahead and do that. I'm going to actually pull up the live chat as we speak. Let me see if I can pull up the live. Oh my gosh, too many things going on
as we speak.
There we go. That's going to confuse me. Now let's go over here. Live. Let's get this going. Sorry everybody, this is a little bit on the fly, but let's see if we can get this going good, shall we? Let's go. Alright, one more share and I'll come back to the screen. Richard, how you going? Obviously my camera is a little bit going through my StreamYard, through Facebook, through YouTube. So I'm pretty sure it's kind of cool right there. There's a couple of Norwegian Cruise Line ships in port already. You can see off on the lower right hand side of the screen right here. I'm pretty sure that we can see that. And then as it sailed in a little bit earlier, there was a couple of others anchored. Obviously a few of the Norwegian Cruise Line ships have closed down right now, so they're kind of just sitting off the Bay of Miami. Bay of Miami, is that what it's called? Let's just get this other group going on here. 1 second. As we watch her sail in. Alright, let's jump on over. We have 8 people live, so we've got Richard here. How are we going, Richard? Obviously people are going to come and go. I'm sorry if you don't like this. It's something I just decided to do on the spare of the moment. 8:33 in Miami, in the port of Miami, and it's, where am I here? I'm at 4:33 p.m. where I am because of the time difference between Russia and Florida. So the ship's arriving right now. Sergey is in Russia as well. Hello from Russia. From Russia to Russia. Kind of cool, right? So we can see each other. So I wonder if anybody's excited to see this. Obviously the screen is not amazing. I'm sorry, it's a little bit blurry. It will improve a little bit once the ship gets closer. The one thing I'll kind of point out too is if we have a look At the very bow of the ship, you'll see there the ship's had a repaint, and it's got this new blue livery. Ian, how are we going? Again, I'm going live right here from my kitchen in Moscow, Russia. Yes, I've got green kitchen cabinets. Yes, I've got yellow walls. Yeah, greetings from Albania. So we've got Albania in the house, we've got Russia, and we've got the Carnival Horizon arriving. It was scheduled to arrive at 9 a.m. Now, I'd imagine it's probably going to be a little bit after that once it turns around in the basin into the port. Also, the New Amsterdam for Holland America arrived just before it. So it... let's switch to this one. Is this one any better? Or do you like me better, or do you like the ship better, I guess? So yeah, we've got a few people live in the chat. How are we going? So the Carnival Horizon, this is its first time docking in America as after it left originally the shipyard in Palermo in Italy. It did make a technical stop in Gibraltar. And here it is now coming into the port of Miami. Looks good, doesn't it? It's an early morning there, so that's why the colors aren't amazing on the screen. But we can see it coming in live. So anybody who else is in, I can't see. Oh my gosh, because I've got 3 screens, my mouse is all over the place. So let's see if we can get a few likes, if we can get a little bit of likes. Is that the right word? I'm going to close that. Oh, I can see 3 likes, so that's good. The thing with using StreamYard is you can't see kind of 2 different screens at the same time. I'm not... Richard, I'm pretty sure you can see it as well. We've got, unlucky for some, 13 people live. This is a little bit strange, but let's go over here to share this. And we're going to be a little bit better off right here. I think. I'm not too sure. So, look, if anybody wants to come into the chat with me, I can share the link here to the StreamYards, and we can actually do a chat, if you like, as we watch the ship sailing in here. It's just passing here the... let's see if we can get my mouse... Oh, there it is. There's my mouse. Is that better or not? Oh, wait, yeah, it's a little bit slow, but it's right there. You can see that blue livery right there. Can you see that, everybody? It's just noticeable. It'll be a little bit more once the light comes in right here. And that there on the left is South Beach right over here. And then this is called Dodge Island, which is where the ships dock. Dodge Island. It's a very strange name, isn't it? Dodge Island. But yeah, this is live as we have it. Now I am going to go back to normal Sunday live streams starting next Sunday now. I'm going to do a regular live once per week. So that will kind of work out a little bit better, I think. Again, if anybody wants to share this around the internet, we'll get a few more people into the live stream somehow. I don't know. I'm going to just go back to Facebook. It's a bit hard to have 2 things open at once. But if anybody types into the chat, we can gladly chat about the ship. Oh, you can see it now. It's turning a little bit slightly, the camera. And this, where this road is right here, this is the road that leads to South Beach. Can you see all the traffic right there going along this road? That's crazy, isn't it? All that traffic heading over to South Beach over here. This is the very famous, I'm not sure of the name of this road, but it's very famous in all the movies that you see where they show the cars. Even in Bad Boys, I think they had a bit of a race down this main road going over to the over to South Beach from the sort of downtown Miami area. So yeah, I don't know if this will be good. I hope a few people are watching. My mouse is jumping around everywhere. So yeah. Let's see if we can get anybody else to watch. The more the merrier. Of course, yeah, if anybody has a phone with a webcam, of course, like I'm doing here, obviously you can stream. You can basically copy a link into your browser and then join me live on the chat, and we can actually talk about cruise ships. We can talk about the Carnival Horizon arriving live into the port of Miami. I think this is a great time. I should do my live streams at this time, shouldn't I? 9 o'clock in the morning. My apartment is empty. My wife went out today to go do some shopping in Moscow Center. So that's why I can do something live in the kitchen right here. Now, I wonder if we turn around, if you guys want to see the cold, snowy view from my... Oh, there's my light right there. Oh, that's a little bit better. That's the view from my window just there. You can see the snow from the balcony. I'm up here on the 10th level in my apartment here. So... Enes is, when are you coming back on board? Now, the plan was to join, today effectively. I would have to have flown a little bit earlier to Florida and then quarantine on a different ship ahead of arriving onto the Horizon. They wanted a lot of crew to fly in earlier so they could quarantine and then sign on the ship today, literally. We're going to see very soon one of the other ships in port, which has got some of the crew members already waiting on board to join the ship. Otherwise, they'd have to go into a quarantine on board the ship. Of course, anybody on board now will be able to actively work as the minute the ship arrives, and it wouldn't be an issue. So there we go. Mr. Cruise Fever 1, big question. Why is the Carnival arriving on Wednesday? So this is the Carnival Horizon. Its first cruise is on the 22nd. So the 22nd, what date are we on right now? So we're on the 19th. Why can't I see my calendar? Let's go up here to see my calendar. So we'll see what the time differences are. Calendar. Oh, there it goes. My gosh, everything's jumping around like crazy. Because I've got dual screens and my laptop running at the same time, I can't see everything, and it's just confusing the life out of me. Yeah, today's Wednesday morning. The ship was actually meant to arrive tonight at around 8, 9, or 10 p.m. into port, but they've decided to dock the ship for 9 a.m., which is only about, I think we're about 20 minutes away, are we? What time are we at? We're at 8:42, yeah, 18 minutes away from 9 a.m., so... 8:42. Thanks, Mr. Cruise Fever, by the way. If you want to join me live, we can share. I can share the link, and you can come live into this chat with me. What do you think to that? If you want to, you're very welcome. I'll just pull up a little extra camera like I've got here, and we can chat back and forward. That's really cool if you want to. Yeah, so it's arriving a few days early, so it can provision. It can get stores on board. Obviously, the ship was in Italy. In Palermo in the dry dock, and then basically it sailed out from the dry dock, and then it made its journey back to Florida, stopping in Gibraltar, which is kind of off the coast of Europe, before it makes its transatlantic over to Florida, where it is now. So the ship's arriving a few days early so it can do its provisioning. It can get all its crew back on board to get it up to full manning ahead of its sailing on the 22nd. So yeah, Mr. Cruise Fever is, there we go. Mr. Cruise Fever, you're from South Florida, so yeah, you can you look out your window and see it? I don't think you can. I can't for sure. I can just see snow out my window. It snowed the last 2 days in a row. It stopped snowing today. And even though it's 4 p.m., it's just about to get dark in the next half an hour or so here. So yeah, another big question. Did do any other things inside the ship dry dock? They haven't announced really anything else that they've done. In the time frame they had from leaving Florida to getting over to Palermo, the time in dry dock, and then the time to get back to Florida again, just didn't give it time to do things. Obviously, with the ship being out of the water and in the dry dock, they had more than the ample time to do the paintwork and the livery, which they've done obviously in the same time that they did the repairs to the engines and whatever was necessary to be done. So yeah, let's see. We've got 13 people. Wow, 13 people live in the chat. So yeah, I believe that there's no additional things being done internally in the ship. Obviously, these time frames don't allow to get the workers over there, to get the materials, especially if they're ordering certain colored materials, like even, let's say, heavy carpets, wall coverings, curtains, excuse me. They can't possibly get things delivered in that time frame, especially in this current situation where even supermarkets can't get food on the shelf. So looks like maybe the Horizon isn't going to turn around in the basin, and it's going to dock as it is. Can you see how it's turning slightly into the harbor now? It's got that kind of angle on it, so it looks like it's not going to do the full turnaround in the basin, and it's just going to dock as we see it. Can you see that right there? Let's just go up to my other screen right here. Where are we? Let's just refresh my screens. I've got screens on screens on screens at the moment. Yeah, so the other ship's in port right there. You can see on that lower right hand, where are we, over here? This is New Amsterdam, which is Holland, America. And then we have Norwegian Star, and then Norwegian Getaway right there. So there's actually two Norwegian Cruise Line ships, and then the Holland America ship, and then it looks like the Horizon is going to squeeze in between right here. I think it may end up going either in front of New Amsterdam or behind. I think it's a little bit hard to see right now where it will dock, but we are live. Let's see here. Tira. Oh, there we go. So Tira. I'll be on board on Saturday. So exciting. It is, because it's arriving. It's here. A lot of people, I guess, maybe don't follow the tracking like I'm doing here. You know, to have my, NASA control station to see this. It's kind of interesting. Well, I think is to see it coming into port. Yeah, it's going to dock right in front of the New Amsterdam, it looks like, right there. And it's not going to do the turnaround in the basin, which I thought it may do. Sometimes they like to do that and do the sail past the American Airlines Arena. Upstate New York. Catherine is in upstate New York. Oh, look at the zoom in. There we go. We can see that blue on the bow. Can you see the stripes there on the bow of the ship? I can see them. I don't know if anyone else can. So it's pretty neat. It's a pretty tight parking spot. It's a lot bigger space than it really looks. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, I'm saying wow a lot because it's kind of cool that I was able to go live at the same time. And we can show the ship coming into port live, like double live. That makes sense. Sorry if I'm so excited, but that's just how I am when it comes to ships. So yeah, Terra. Now the reason I say Terra, I had a girlfriend a lot of years ago. Her name was Tara, but her parents called her Terra. And I remember when I used to call her house, I'm like, is Tara there? They're like, who's Tara? Oh, Tara. Yeah, let me get her on the phone for you. She was from Colorado. She actually worked on cruise ships for a little while, and yeah. So, sorry, Tara. I'm just repronouncing it for you. That's interesting. I'm wondering how many degrees you have right now in Russia while watching PortMiami. Let's turn around and let's see if I can get that on the screen, shall we? It's currently minus 5.6 in my kitchen right here in Moscow, Russia. 25.2 is the 25.6 is the temperature in the kitchen. I've got a sensor out on the balcony, and it's telling me it's minus 5.6. So yeah, it's a little bit cold. Actually, I might pull up my phone and see what it says, how close we are. Yeah, minus 6 it says on the weather station. Feels like minus 13. Ooh, I don't think you'll be able to see that. Let's go a little bit over there. No, for sure not. So yeah, minus 6 feels like minus 13. So yeah, it's a little bit cold. So yeah. Now have a look at this parking. Now if we had the second camera, oh, look at the blue color. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I think it is. And I wonder, I'm pretty sure that that's all the crew members out on deck as the ship's arriving. Can you see them all up here on the forward decks? Right there. That's all the crew members. Yeah, does the pilot guy tell them to dock or turn around? I'm pretty sure prior to when they came in, the pilot boat would have sailed out to the outer harbour, and then they would have known which pier they were going to dock at ahead of time. And then also there would have been a plan if they wanted to dock the ship port or starboard side for the provisioning. So down here on this lower part of the ship, they've got the provision doors where they can bring on provisions, then the forward gangway, and then the aft gangways here. They call these gangways. And they'd open these provision doors to allow for loading and unloading of provisions. So they may have had a decision made about that they wanted to get the port side docked against the pier so that they could unload things a little bit easier. Or, I mean, look, they might have even wanted to paint part of the side of the hull port side rather than starboard side. There would have been a decision made between the port pilot and the ship's captain. Obviously, the fact that they're here a few days early as well, they could possibly sail out and then turn around and then pull back into port. Possibly also the pier that they're in now is not the one that they'll use for embarkation for the 22nd sailing, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Tara's put some hearts right there. Oh, yeah, nice. So thanks, everybody. Again, I can't see how many likes or thumbs ups we have. I'm kind of curious. But just because StreamYard doesn't show these things, it makes me kind of stressed out a little. But let's see. I'm going to stress my computer out here a little bit too much. But let's go over here. And we'll scroll down. Oh, we've got 10, what do we call these? 10 thumbs up. We probably got dislikes as well, but we'll have to deal with that. Yeah, let's just close that. Go back to me. Where are we here? T.A. Geller. Do you know what percentage of the staff stayed on board for the maintenance journey? Did you have an option to stay on? I kind of did. For my position on board, they basically took all of the crew members off the ship. A few went on vacation. They flew home and then flew back again. They kept around about 300 team members. Now, I think it's a little bit higher than that. There seems to be a bit of a conflicting number, which is very strange. A lot of crew members had the option either to go home, depending on the end of their contract. So if they were end of contract in the next month or two up till now, a lot of crew would have chosen to go home on early vacation. Of course, if your country's ports or airports are closed, you obviously can't do that. You know, so a lot of them would have stayed on board. Obviously, people in tipping positions like housekeeping, dining room, bar, obviously, their positions aren't needed in terms of operations. So it's difficult for them to stay there and then not have, you know, they can't work in the dining room if there's no guests, if that makes sense. So I know for my position and my department, some of the crew members are actually waiting here on this ship, which is the New Amsterdam. So a lot of crew members have actually joined this ship already and are quarantining on the New Amsterdam. And then they'll be able to basically, let's say, jump over to the Horizon today or tomorrow, depending on the customs procedures that they're going to have to follow. Obviously, when the Horizon arrives in port now, it's going to have to do customs and immigration for who's on board. So they will have to basically clear the ship. They call it clearing the ship when the ship arrives. And then whatever status then is allowed of the crew who are on board. And then the crew that are going to join the ship. So yeah, Mr. Cruise FIFA. So does anybody want to come on live with me, I wonder, and chat about ships at the same time? You're very welcome. I can share where's my mouse gone? With 3 screens, it's very hard to share. Look at this for parallel parking. Is anybody good or bad at parallel parking in real life? This is the ultimate parallel parking. Obviously the camera's a little bit skewed here. Skewed? Or skewiffed. That it's a bit harder to see. Rochester, New York here, February 19, we will be on board. I'm so excited. Yeah, so you guys are on in a couple of sailings time. Obviously, a lot of people are following the ship's arrival back into Florida. Obviously, to make sure it gets here, there's no problems on the crossing. And then, obviously, the first sailing coming up on the 22nd. So that for you guys in Rochester, that you know that the ship is ready to go for your sailing on the 19th of February. Rochester, the home of Kodak. Isn't that right, Scott? Very famous. And Xerox as well. I wonder, I'm sure you know that. And I'm telling you things you know already. Isn't it weird that people live somewhere like you do and I do, and it's famous for something, and we just take it for granted so much? I'm glad I've got my light on now because it's gone really dark outside. Let me just turn my camera a little bit right there. Check that out. It's like the lights of the town are coming on. We have a really nice view into our local town here. I'll just see if this will make any difference. Put this up a little bit brighter. Now, Shannon says, how come the status went from green to orange? Now, I guess you're talking about the CDC status. Now, I haven't looked at the website or anything, so I'm literally reading your comment live as I see it. I would imagine because they'll probably wait for the ship to dock and go over all the protocols and all of the necessary paperwork for the crew that are on board, the crew that are joining. And then I would imagine giving it the ability then to sail off on the 22nd. I would imagine there's very little, in terms of what needs to be done. I'm sure it's just all paperwork. So yeah, isn't that cool? Now that's a pretty awkward parking that it's done. Let's see if we can pull up a different view. Can we do this? Pull up a different view. Let's try. Where is this one? Let's just see. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you find this kind of a little bit interesting. The ship's pulling in. It's obviously maybe not exciting for most people, but for me it is. And of course, if you guys are on future cruises, future sailings, voyages, sorry, let's just skip this. Oh, this is a little bit better view. Let's see if we can get this view going on over here. This is going to be tough to change this. Let's see. Now what we'll do is we'll stop sharing for a minute. We'll go back to me. Sorry if it's not exciting. Let's pull up this view up here. Let's go up here. Let's close that one. Let's close that one. So 8:50 in Miami. So it actually docked pretty close to right on time. It's not quite come to the pier side yet, but it's pretty close, isn't it? Let's just pull my mouse. Sorry, everybody. I'm sure you're not as excited to see me as what you are seeing. All right. I think we're nearly there. Is this any better view? Let's go down my mouse. Alright, this is going to be crazy. Because... okay, let's just stop that. Sorry everybody, you guys are going to end up getting mad with me. Let's share the screen. Why are we not sharing the screen? We want to share this one. Alright, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Is this any better view, I wonder? You can see here the ship. Now look how much space there is in front and behind here. If that makes sense. Let's just put my head up here a little bit. Let's see. Oh, that might be a little bit sharper. So you can see, yeah, that forward sort of place there in front of the ship and behind. So it's done a pretty crazy parallel parking, hasn't it? So yeah, Shannon, so just answer your question again. I would imagine once the ship docks and all the paperwork and formalities are taken care of, that they would better understand which status the ship is in. Obviously the ship sailed from Italy, stopped in Gibraltar, arriving in Florida. So the last port of call, which would have been Gibraltar, before America. And I would imagine there's some sort of paperwork technicality that it would have to go through to clear up its status. Oh my gosh, my mouse is all over. Sorry everybody. This is because I don't normally have my laptop screen up. Mr. Cruise Fever says why they did not dock at the normal terminal. I would 100% imagine this is one of the Carnival terminals, by the way. There is where the New Amsterdam is. Let's go up to the screen here. You guys can see that where the New Amsterdam is, and then where it's docked now is the two different Carnival terminals right there. And then actually, so you can see further off there the two NCL ships. You can see the nice NCL terminal right there, and then off in the very distance is the Royal Caribbean terminal. And this over here is the Royal Caribbean headquarters on Dodge Island. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought that they were building over here the football stadium, but I'm not sure if that's still going on or not. So yeah, I'm not sure if this will be the pier where the Horizon will stay for its kind of couple of days now. I understand that the New Amsterdam's arriving this morning, as it has done, ahead of the Horizon. It's going to drop off the crew members who are going to join the Horizon. So there's crew on board who are quarantining ahead of joining the Horizon. So they've flown in over the last week, even up to 2 weeks. At certain points, the ships come into port to pick them up, and then it's basically letting the ships stay there, kind of as a quarantine ship. Not necessarily how they're wording it for the royal ships and other cruise ships that are being used for hospital ships, as they're putting it. That's a bit dramatic. But while the ship is not in service, it's been basically allowing the crew members to stay on board. Obviously, rather than even going to a hotel, which is, they'd have to then have sort of special rules for the quarantining in hotels. I know for crew members that have flown in from other countries, they kind of put rules on what they can and can't do. So yeah, that's a pretty neat parking job right in between the two ships. So yeah, so Mr. Cruise Fever, I think that it may either stay here in this spot, or it may sail out, turn around and pull back in. That just depends on the kind of the next couple of days. The next couple of days for other ships that are arriving in and out of port. Yeah. Where's my mouse? When I have my normal setup, I have the screens set up so that the mouse rolls easily over the screens. Shannon says, thanks for clarifying. I'm excited to board her on Saturday. So Shannon, I wonder, where are you now? Are you at home? Are you in Florida already? Are you flying in the day before, the day after? Yeah, I guess everybody's sort of starting to arrive for this cruise coming up on the 22nd. They're rebuilding Terminal F for Carnival Corporate. Oh, okay. So, is Terminal F the one that's on this side here? I'm a little bit confused. I don't remember all the terminal lettering and numbering. Is that the right words? Yeah, I'm just sort of looking at this picture right now. How nice is this water, by the way? Right here. I know it's the harbour and everything, and the other side of Dodge Island. And this is Star Island and Palm Island behind, which is all where all the rich and famous have their houses. So yeah, let's come down over here. So yeah, 17 people are watching. Thanks everybody. I know this may not be kind of the regular live stream that I do. I do kind of like it how we can share screens and share some photos of the ship as it's in port. Let's go over a second right here. Screen share. And let's just pull this one back up because this is kind of neat. That's the whole island right there of, it's called Dodge Island, which is where the passenger ships obviously dock on this side, and then the cargo ships on the other side. They do occasionally have a ship dock over here on this side. Obviously now we can definitely see this area. So this was where they, I think, wasn't it David Beckham wanted to build the football stadium? Obviously I think that maybe got knocked back. And I'm a little bit behind the times. But that's a pretty neat view looking out of Miami Harbor here. That's the highway going over to South Beach. And then you can see these little small bridges that go over to Star and Palm Island. So yeah, that's a pretty cool view, isn't it? Thankfully my computer is working like a trooper. Trooper. It's a weird word. 16 people live. So Anna says, so are we still going to work with our masks on? Are we? Yeah, so the cruise line, Carnival Cruise Line, has the mask mandate in effect through the end of January or February. I don't know the dates without looking it up. Pretty much crew is mandatory to wear masks in all areas of the ship, with exception of your cabin or when you're eating or drinking. And then for guests, they now are, if you watch my news update from yesterday, I talked about how Carnival is putting the masks in the rooms on embarkation for everybody. And then you can even get them replaced if you want to. Is it the N95 masks? I don't know the exact lettering that we should be using. In Moscow here, so they do have a mask mandate in place, and it's very interesting. The only place where you see people really wearing masks is on public transport, so buses, trains, and then the subway or metro. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to open the window. Although it's minus 5.6. Oh, now that light is very bright, isn't it? Let's just lower that light down a little bit. Sorry, everybody. Oh, Shannon's in Michigan. Michigan. I've been to Great Lakes Crossing Shopping Mall when I went to Detroit. Back in the day, years and years ago, I befriended a guest on board, and I flew up there for a week and stayed with her, and she took me to different shopping centers. We didn't do anything too exciting. We went to some shopping centers, we went to the cinemas, we went for dinner and lunch here and there. So yeah. So right, if you are watching this now, it's 40 minutes in. We've obviously seen a little bit of the excitement. You might have to watch the replay. A view of Dodge Island in Miami, Florida. And the Carnival Horizon are safely docked in the port. Let's pull up the camera that we can see of the ship now. Let's go to this one right here. Check that out. There we go. And we'll see here the New Amsterdam for Holland America. Let's just go up to this mouse right there. And then the Carnival Horizon is docked safe and sound in the port. And then we'll see the two different Norwegian cruise line ships, the Norwegian Star right there and Norwegian Getaway. I'm not sure if either of those are sailing at present. They can't, and NCL did announce some pauses in operations, so I'm not sure if they're going to sail off today or not. It was mentioned that the New Amsterdam was meant to sail off as early as noon today, so it was going to come in, drop off the crew members that were going to join the Horizon, and then the ship was going to then sail back out to sea for a second. So yeah, thanks everybody if you're watching. I hope this was kind of a little bit interesting. Again, if anyone wants to put any questions in the chat, Michigan here, we've got somebody from Rochester, New York, if Scott's still here. Shannon, Enya is in Europe. Where did he say? He put that he's in Europe. So yeah, there's a few people. Mr. Cruise Fever, I'm not sure where you are. Oh, Tara's in Jacksonville, Florida. Cruise ships Carnival was sailing out of Jacksonville for a while, right? Isn't it called Jackport? J-A-K, Jackport. And it was a big deal. I remember when they had the Super Bowl there years and years ago, that they had ships there for the Super Bowl as hotel ships temporarily. And they were going to basically, that was going to be the next big port of call for ships. And it seems to have kind of died away. There's not as much talked about it. The same with Mobile, Alabama, I guess. So yeah, Michigan, Jacksonville, where are we there again? And Rochester, New York. That's kind of pretty cool where people are from. Oh, look. Tara knows more than I do. Carnival starts back on March 7th from Jacksonville. Oh, okay. So we have, what's that, about 6 weeks? 5 or 6 weeks away from the first sailing out of Jacksonville. So does everybody like sailing from home ports where they live? I wonder if everybody likes that or not. And check this out. We've got Wakefield Travel in Cape Town, South Africa. Wow. Cape Town. Big shout out to Cape Town if you're watching this. So again, you're watching a live view of the Port of Miami. We were live when the ship sailed right into the port. And it's now safely tied up right there. Opposite the New Amsterdam for Holland America, and behind is the Norwegian Star. And you can actually see off in the distance there 2 other NCL ships. One is Norwegian Pearl, and I don't remember the other one. I had it up on screen earlier, but I don't remember what the other one was. So, the Enner is from Albania. Albania. Crazy. I think the power of the internet. Oh, my mouse again. Oh, my mouse. is so crazy how everyone can be somewhere else in the world at the same time. And I'm here in Moscow, Russia, and we can connect the world so easily. Tara says parking is cheaper in ports other than Miami. Absolutely. Yeah, now the one thing that people do tend to mix up a little bit is thinking that the parking is controlled by the cruise lines. Now, very typically in most ports of call, the port authority is the one that basically has the parking at the terminal where the ships dock. The port authority basically has the parking operations. I know, let's say there's also in Galveston, you've got parking right there next to the ship's port, and then there's also private parking off-site as well. Off-site. Oh, there you go, Mr. Chris Fever saying it as we're saying it. Off-site parking, right. So, Mr. Cruise Fever, you want to come in and do a live chat with me at the same time? If anybody has a phone and wants to jump in, I can put you in the screen at the same time and we can talk ship. Or anybody would like to do that. I'm still trying to convince people to come and join me. Excuse me, wow. Excuse me. In the live chat. Yeah, off port parking. What are we calling it again? Off-site parking. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's how we could all get secretly rich. We should buy car parks near where the cruise ships dock and then just rent out parking. I remember in Charleston in South Carolina when I was on the ship there, not too far from the pier, it's kind of walking distance, there was like a big shed, literally a big huge warehouse, and then the guy basically, or whoever owned it, he would literally open the roller door on that Sunday morning. Everyone would get off the ship, go and get their car, drive out of that shed, warehouse, and then all the people who were arriving would come and park in the same spots. And then essentially it just needs security during the week, you know what I mean? It would be secure parking, of course, but he would make all the money from everybody being able to park in that sort of warehouse for the time of the cruise. Whatever was the use of that parking, it wasn't a parking facility. Before that, obviously he makes the money without doing anything. He just has the cars parked there. So, yeah, it's big. I mean, it can be a secret expense, really, of your cruise, especially if you look at an 8-day cruise times, let's say, $15, $20, $25 per day. I mean, you're looking at nearly a few $100s for parking. I mean, obviously the convenience of Miami there, you can drive into Dodge Island off I-95 and different places, and then come right into these, it's a bit hard to see the parking garage, there's one over here, off in the distance, and then you can literally just walk, from the parking garage to where your ship is. A lot of people take that option because it's just convenient. You can get off the ship, get in your car, drive home. Galveston, I know in New Orleans, the Erato Street parking garage, which is the one immediately where the ships dock in New Orleans or New Orleans. You can walk around through the terminal, go straight up to your car, drive right out of the building, and it's just easier. Yeah, they have a tunnel, right? Yes, I've been in it once. The tunnel that links you, it's basically kind of a shortcut missing downtown, and I've been in it once when we took a taxi to go to do some shopping. Very typically most of the crew go downtown in Miami. They had shuttle buses running. Now with all the COVID rules, a lot of the crew just tend to stay at the pier where the ship is. The terminals where the ships dock, there's a little crew shop at each one of them, so you can go off and buy things. Yeah, that tunnel's pretty neat. They spent a lot of money on that tunnel, though. I mean, it's amazing how much they would have spent. Tara says Miami is $22 a day next to the ship. Off-street parking is about $10 a day. So yeah, so it's a matter of, factoring in, is it worth parking closer to the ship so you can literally get in the car and drive home versus, getting a shuttle to the parking garage to then drive home, if that makes sense. It's, especially at the moment where they're offering sort of very cheap and, value for money cruises, it adds up very quickly, the extra expenses, the need to go and get the PCR or rat test before the cruise as well. For Australia, for instance, if you want to fly overseas, pretty much all either airlines or arriving countries require the negative COVID test. And in Australia, they're not free for travel. I actually paid $150 to get my negative test before I could board my flight from Perth. I flew Singapore to Moscow. The only free testing is if you have symptoms, maybe leading up to getting COVID, for instance, and you can't just turn up there and say, "Oh, I need a test. Can I get a test done?" The results you get are different if you're just wanting to know if you're negative or positive because of illnesses, versus the test that you use to give to the airline or the arriving country. You get almost like a negative test certificate that's got a QR code on it, that's got a kind of a seal or a stamp that makes it official. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to stay around for about 10 more minutes until 1 hour kind of clicks by. Obviously, the more people that chat, the better. If people want to chat, that would be very nice. Gives us something to talk about. I wonder... let's see if I can pull up if we've got any likes on YouTube or not. I feel so bad that I can't see both at the same time. Oh, 13 likes. Oh, that's kind of cool. Unlucky for some, or lucky for some. That's very cool. And then I'm forever hoping in my life that this, you call these super chats or super stickers, it ever comes my way. The plan is, if I ever get rich from YouTube, get moderately rich, I'm going to buy a different camera that I can mount on the desk. I've looked into this like tripod arm, I guess you would call it, that I can mount to my desk here. I've got a desk in my kitchen because we have a big kitchen with this view overlooking the town. And I've set up my computer here with everything, so it's not in the other rooms where our bedroom and lounge room is. But the plan is to buy a camera that I can do live streaming from, and then set up a better microphone. That's my goal, is set up this better microphone. I have the fluffy thing for the microphone here. I'm going to step away for 10 seconds so I can put the light on. This one. There we go. That's better. So now you guys can all see my green kitchen. What's kind of funny is I joke with people here in Moscow and they don't find it that funny. And I said, who is the smartest guy in Moscow? This is a bit of a joke in a way. Is the guy that works at the kitchen shop that sells people lime green kitchen cabinets. I know that they were a thing back in the 70s and 80s or 60s and 70s, but whoever is there now, I don't know. Where's my mouse again? When you have 3 screens, the mouse goes all over the place. Enna says, have you thought about cruising in the Middle East in the future? Have I thought about it? Not really. I know that MSC, I think, was doing cruises out of Dubai, were they? Was it MSC? I know at present that the Carnival Spirit and Carnival Splendor are docked over in Dubai, waiting to resume cruises in Australia. Obviously, Australia's borders are closed right now, where I'm from. So there's a couple of ships waiting it out there until that kind of comes about. So yeah, I've kind of thought about it, but I've never really looked at cruises from that region myself. So I'd really probably prefer to do a cruise in the Mediterranean if I had another chance. I was on the Horizon for the inaugural season. I was in the shipyard. We did the cruises around from Italy. We sailed from Barcelona originally. Sorry, I'm just distracted. I'm looking out the window. I wonder if we can see that. And there's a ambulance just running right by the road across from where I live. We're about 2 streets from the hospital here. And we have a very nice hospital a couple of streets away from where we live. It's got a children's ward and then the normal hospital part, I guess. And we frequently see the ambulances running right by where we live from the view out the window here. Jeff wants to know what ships are in the view. All right, let's pull this up. So, if you might have watched earlier, the whole point of the video was to watch the Carnival Horizon sail live into the port of Miami, which, if you can see my mouse hovering over, that's the Carnival Horizon right there. You can just see the blue livery that was painted on the hull of the ship while it was in dry dock in Palermo in Italy. The one in front of it is the New Amsterdam for Holland America. Now, if that hull looks this looks like Carnival Spirit, Carnival Legend, and Carnival Pride, and it also looks like Costa Mediterranea. There was 2 Costa ships, Costa Mediterranea and one other Costa ship. And then, obviously, the fact that Carnival Corporation owns Carnival Cruise Line, Holland America, Costa, Cunard, P&O, Princess. They build other ships in the same yard with the same layout, if that makes sense. So this is why this looks like one of they call it Spirit class ships for Carnival. So if you don't know, the ships are named as a class for the first ship in the fleet of them. So they call on Carnival the Spirit class because Spirit, Pride, and Legend were the ships that came out in order. The older Carnival ships they have was the Fantasy class, being that Fantasy was the first ship in that class. Sensation, Imagination, Ecstasy, Paradise, the non-smoking ship at the time. And then we've got 2 NCL ships here. One is Norwegian Star, docked right behind the Horizon, and Norwegian Getaway. And now I don't remember exactly. Let's just see if we can pull up. If you can see off in the very distance, there's a ship there in port in the harbour. Let's pull up. So 9 a.m. in Miami. It was scheduled to arrive at 9 a.m. It arrived a little bit earlier than the time. Let's pull up Cruise Mapper. This is kind of pretty neat. And this shows here the ships in port right here at the moment. So the New Amsterdam, Carnival Horizon, Norwegian Star, Norwegian Getaway. And if we just zoom back a little, there we go. So it's Norwegian Joy and Norwegian Pearl are the ones. It says there that the Joy is moving at 1 knot, which is not particularly fast. Now let's see if we can see the New Amsterdam's. Oh, it's not going to show us now, is it? Now that it's in port. Because it wasn't sailing anywhere, it was just going around in circles. Let's see Nordam. Have a look at Nordam's track right here. Where it was going all over the place, and it's just going up and down and up and down and around in circles. So the ships that are basically that have got a pause in operation or haven't restarted are basically not going very far, if that makes sense. So that's the before New Amsterdam docked, that was the scribble as well that ship had also. And there is Symphony of the Seas, not doing a whole lot either. Going around in a few circles. What's Mariner doing? So Mariner has its regular, I schedule. Paradise there was from Port Canaveral, and it went down to Freeport and back, and that was all. And there is Vision as well. Vision of the Seas is being used as one of the quarantine ships for Royal Caribbean also. And you can see there where it's... What it was doing was it actually docked in Coco Cay, which is the Royal Caribbean private island. And it was basically meeting up with other Royal Caribbean ships to allow crew to cross over and then quarantine on Vision. And then it's obviously just doing some sailings up and down the... and so that's Paradise. We saw Ecstasy. Symphony is going around in a few circles. Mariner. I find this very interesting to see this. I wonder if you guys look at these or not. Dream is doing its itinerary right there. Conquest is going around in a few circles as well. So yeah, huge thanks everybody for watching I Like Cruise Ships, the YouTube channel. Again, if you want to give us a thumbs up, if you have watched from the beginning, I see we've got 12 people watching now. Again, my waving is very strange. I hope the volumes come across okay. I would really love more people to chat in the comments and type away. Maybe say yes that you're listening, or maybe you're listening in the background, or just some acknowledgement. I don't know, maybe a smiley face or something. I don't know. We've got people from Albania, South Africa, New York, Florida, and Russia watching, so people from everywhere. So yeah, let's pull back to this. This is a kind of a very neat view, if anyone's seen this before or not, this cruise mapper. And it shows all the ships. You'll see Carnival Miracle on its way back from Hawaii over here. Look how it went around all the islands in Hawaii. And it's on its way back now. And it looks like Ruby Princess is going back to Hawaii. And Koningsdam is doing its cruise over there. There is Ocean Insignia as well. Good Vibes. Oh, what's that say there? Oh, I can't get my mouse down to the other computer. Good Vibes, GM from Augusta, Georgia. Oh, our shop 1014, Augusta, Georgia. I would love, and I'm pretty sure it's on every sporting guy's bucket list, to go to the Masters. I'm pretty sure. I'm curious, our shop, do you live like driving distance from the golf course? Can you literally just drive there on a normal day of the week like today and just go for a drive and see it? Quite a lot of years ago, I had a tiny chance of going, and I was looking into going up there, flying up there, and then renting a car and going to the practice rounds of the Masters, because the tickets for the main rounds were just incredibly high and just impossible to get, but you could get them for the par 3 contest and the like. And I didn't go because I kind of weighed up the price for the couple of days, and it was just kind of too much really for what I was going to get, I guess, for them few days. Again, it's bucket list still for me. I don't know if you follow any sport or not, or anybody does who's watching, but the Australian Open tennis is on right now in Melbourne, Australia. Obviously the big drama with Djokovic, but I did get to go to the Australian Open quite a few years ago. I spent a week over there. I went to every day session for the first week and every night session, and that was very, very cool. Oh, there we go. Official. Oh, can I get my mouse? So I've got 3 screens here, and I'm not usually using my laptop as a screen. I usually close the lid, and then my 2 main curved screens here kind of pull up everything. So Official Adventures of Eric. Oh, I wonder if you've got a YouTube channel. I wonder, should we have a look and see if you do? I was just going to look. Hello from Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, so for anyone that doesn't know, I work in the liquor shops on board cruise ships, and bourbons and Tennessee whiskeys. Obviously, Kentucky bourbons and Tennessee whiskeys. They're a big part of what we sell on board. And Blanton's, that's the whiskey that I try to get because it's so hard to get in America. This is actually off the coast of Dubai, and I just thought I'd point out, if you guys know this Palm Island in Dubai, that's Carnival Spirit docked there at the moment. And if we scroll back a little bit, we'll see the Splendor, and then Costa Serena. And here's all the others that are docked over in Dubai. Main Shift 6, Norwegian Jade, Costa Atlantica, Costa Mediterranea, and Europa 2. So yeah, these are all the ships that are waiting to restart in the Middle East. So these two Carnival ships. I wonder at what point Carnival may sort of pull out of the whole Australia thing and bring these ships over to the US and start cruising, because it's just sort of gone on and on and on. Official Adventures of Eric. Are we ready to see if you have a YouTube channel? I thought I'd... Official Adventures of Eric. Oh, you do. Oh, not so many videos, but that's all right. Home sweet home. Oh, I'm revealing you now a little bit, Eric. I'm sorry. Did you go snorkeling on one of the cruises, I wonder? Oh, 8 months ago, 4 years ago, maybe not so many posts. But maybe you got 8 months ago, maybe you got a drone. I wonder. Let's go back to where we were. Let's do that so we can see back the Carnival Horizon where we started out our live stream an hour ago. And we may wind it up very soon. Oh, where's my mouse? Come on, mouse. Mr. Mouse. Rshop 1014 says 2 blocks away you can drive along the outskirts of the course. Wow, that would be very cool. I bet it probably doesn't feel the same though. You know, when you drive there like this afternoon versus, you know, the week that is kind of around before and during the Masters. They always say that famous, there's always that famous kind of drive up, is it Magnolia Lane? Magnolia Drive? And there's kind of, people get goosebumps, and even the golfers just, you know, just talk about it so much, about the history of it all. And Shannon says, I'm the admin of the group Carnival Horizon 22nd of January, which I posted a lot of videos to. Is there anywhere we can get the dates for the 80s White Night and Formal Nights? Thank you so much for all your help. I don't know any of those schedules. I know, I know the Formal Night would be not the first. It'll be on the first sea day of the cruise. That's very normal that all cruise ships have their Formal Night on the first sea day. I think it may be just a matter of waiting to get on board to know what the itinerary is for what nights are which. I will ask somebody. A lot of things they don't tell me. I know that sounds weird. Knowing I only found out about an hour or so before the ship arrived that it was coming in at 9 o'clock this morning. So I was a little bit surprised. They scheduled it for 8 o'clock this evening. Obviously they had favorable weather and wind coming over the Atlantic, so that's probably why they could dock early. And the other point was to rendezvous with the New Amsterdam right here, so that they could basically bring crew members over and onto the Horizon to start sailing. So Shannon, I will ask a few people if we can find out the planner for the cruise, because I'm sure it's kind of in place. The what nights, the white night and the 80s party, I'm not sure about. Typically the white night party coincides with the show in the lounge, the one with all the white. Oh my gosh, I don't remember the name of that show. But they basically, because it's white and white and white, it makes sense to put it all on the same night. I know I'm rhyming a little bit here, so Shannon, I will do my best, but I can't promise anything in the next couple of days. I'm sure it's pretty hectic for whoever on board now, what they need to do. That the ship's arrived, especially paperwork, loading stores, whatever needs to be got off the ship and on the ship, and even departments that are waiting for crew members to join the ship as well and get basically the operation back underway and get the dining rooms and restaurants set back up for normal service. If you guys can see, is that that's not a UFO just coming by on the video, is it? I don't think it is. I wonder if that's it's not an aeroplane. That's crazy, whatever it is. There's 8 of us watching, so just please take that as proof of whatever it is going by. What do you call those big balloons that they've got at the football? The blimps. I wonder if that's a blimp. Or maybe it's an aeroplane with a banner behind it. You know those advertising banners? Yeah, so Shannon, I will post in the group. I don't have too many more videos to post. I'm sorry, we've kind of run out of Horizon videos. Eric says, I'm new and still learning vlogging. Thanks for the shout out. You're very welcome, Eric. Honestly and truly, just upload videos. Film something, upload it. Try and be niche in what you do. It's very hard to get views if you're very general on YouTube. Try and stick to your passion of what you love and like and enjoy and upload it. Your phone, literally go to the YouTube app and there's a little bit where it says upload video, and upload a video. Even if it's you sitting on the couch talking about something, or if it's in your garden, whatever it is, do it. You'll be very surprised. At least your first 5 or 10 people can be your friends, or so let's say family. You could go maybe up to 10 or 20 people that'll be your friends. And after that, you've got the open public to join up. Let's get this. It's just about the Heather says it's a UFO. Check out the NCL terminal right there. How different can they be? I know it's very far off to sea. If you know Miami and Dodge Island, how different they look. You can see the 2 NCL ships there, now anchored off the off South Beach. A lot of them tend to go further out over to the Bahamas so they can be outside of US waters. So Heather votes for it being a UFO. Yeah, the more chats, the better. Then we can just chat back and forward again. Otherwise, we may sort of slowly wind down. It's currently 5:42 p.m. here in Moscow, Russia. It's after 9 a.m. in Florida. The video, if you're watching at the end and just clicked on and wondering what the heck we're talking about the docking of the Carnival Horizon. Back earlier at the start of the video, we saw the Horizon sail into the port and dock, and there's another UFO going by. Maybe that's a plane or a helicopter, maybe. Another one before was definitely a UFO, I think. I don't know. Mark says he's in South Beach now. Right now. Looks like a blimp. Oh, you saw it at the same time. Wow, Mark the Shark. Mark the Shark, do you have a YouTube channel? I like the new blue on Carnival ships. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I do as well. Mr. Cruise Fever. If anyone wants to join me live before we end up closing down, we got 12 people here. I can share the link of where we are in the live chat, and you can join with your camera, and we can be in the same chat at the same time. If anyone wants to do that, I would love to try to get like a podcast style show going on. I'd love to somehow do that. I know everybody's nervous to ever be on camera, but just remember, only 13 people are watching this. It's not the whole world at the same time. And as I know my wife hates being on camera as well, but I tell her, it's okay to be on camera. Yeah. Mark the Shark, I wonder. Mr. Cruise, let's pull up Mr. Cruise Fever's channel. Let's give him a shout out. I watched last night a live, it's called vidIQ. It's a channel that teaches you about how to set up a YouTube channel and gives you all of the things that you're doing right or wrong about things. Mr. Cruise Fever. I'm just going to put Mr. Cruise Fever. I think do we need one at the end? Maybe there's more than one Mr. Cruise Fevers. Yep, we do. Ooh, 131 subscribers. What? And no videos? What? How do you have 131 subscribers and no videos? Crazy, Mr. Cruise Fever. And you joined in 11 years ago. Well, obviously, if you've got a phone and you've got a Google account, you have a YouTube account. And Mark the Shark, I don't think maybe you have a channel, but Mark the Shark. Now we're just having fun. Oh, there's a few Mr. Mark the Sharks. Obviously, that's not yours, but let's go to channels. Oh, there's a lot of them. Check out all the Mark the Sharks. That's a very common YouTube name. Mark the Shark, you might have to change your channel name to something else if you're going to be on YouTube. There's not so many big subscribers. Eat with Mark the Shark. What's he doing? Oh, he has like a food vlog. Oh, check out that burger. Oh my god. Wow, eat with Mark the Shark. That's not the same shark, Mark. Oh, let's go back. Let's close that. Yeah, there. Actually, oh, there's a truck going by. I got my window open because it was very warm in my apartment. We're at minus 5.8, and inside it's warmed up a bit now to cool down to 22 degrees because I've got the window open. The problem you've got is there's always. Let's go back to my channel, shall we? Your channel. There we go. So that's the live that we had. I did Cruise News yesterday, and kind of interestingly, just while we talk about it, I've gone from 200 views, 300 views, and then 1,000 views on yesterday's Cruise News. I did a little 5-minute video if you want to watch it, talking about Cruise News. It's something I'm trying to do as a new thing while I'm not on the ship at the moment, and it kind of viral for me in a way. Mark the Mark the Shark, you don't have a channel. Oh, boo! Yeah, boo as well. I wonder where your name came from. When there's so many other Mark the Sharks, and eat with Mark the Shark. I also never miss vidIQ on Tuesdays. Oh, Wakefield Travel. Let's pull you up. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Travel. You have an icon for your... Oh, you do have a channel. Oh, we should just do like YouTube channel shout outs, shouldn't we? Mark says that he's too busy watching webcams. Yeah, that was me this morning before I went live. And I've still got the other camera of the other Dodge Island. I might just close that, just get my computer to be a little bit happier. Yeah, let's have a look at Wakefield Travel. Big shout out to Wakefield Travel in South Africa. Oh, and you posted 1 day ago. Oh, this is kind of a cool banner. These are called a banner, by the way. I guess you know this. This is a banner, YouTube banner. Always remember that this bit over here and this over here gets chopped off. So yeah, and especially on. Oh, we're gonna do YouTube channel shoutouts. So I guess your goal is to get to 100 subscribers, Wakefield. I'm going to call you Wakefield. I'm not sure of your first name. And your videos there. One thing I will tell you is you need to put more things on your homepage. So put more like playlists in your homepage. By default, you've got shorts at the top, and then uploads. And then you can do by most popular, you can do by your playlists. So you could put and then when you go to your homepage, then you'd actually have more to scroll down and see. If that makes sense. Can you see how there's nothing down here at the bottom? You should have another couple of rows. If we go to my channel, I know I'm being a little bit sneaky here, but can you see how I've got uploads, popular uploads, how to get to the beach, cruise questions Q&A. Then I've got cruising secrets. Sorry, this is going fast. Cruise terminal walkarounds. If you guys don't know this channel has got a lot of stuff on there. Carnival Horizon cabin walkarounds. I'm trying to change all of these thumbnails too because I think they look a little bit old and dated. Cruise ship tours. Triumph, Sunrise, Horizon, Dream. And then I've got the port of calls, Cozumel, Ocho Rios, Bali, Moscow, traveling in Moscow, traveling in Russia. So can you see how all these playlists, created playlists, I think they're called. Mine all scroll to the right. Yeah, because you've got only a couple of playlists, you just need to create these kind of groups. I don't know what the word is called, but let's go to videos. What have you got there? Mauritius is open for business. Oh, and it's a short, 16 seconds. 17 views, best and worst passports. Oh, that's kind of neat. Zanzibar, Maldives. Oh my God, all the places I want to go to. I want to go to Maldives. We're banned. Oh my gosh. Just interestingly, one of the shop managers on the Carnival Horizon is from Mauritius. No, we're talking about Maldives, but he's from Mauritius, one of the shop managers on board Carnival Horizon. I wonder if you guys can go in the shops for me and say hello to people. Joe is the shop manager. And then in the liquor store is Lawrence from South Africa. Lawrence. He'll be joining the ship today or tomorrow. He's actually on the New Amsterdam right now. He's going to join over. So yeah. Oh, welcome. We got lots of comments now. Too many comments. I'm too busy watching webcams. Yeah, I agree. I do watch them occasionally. I do get jealous watching them, so I don't watch them all the time. I was making a point of kind of tracking the horizon coming in. I have one for my karaoke video. It's very amateur. Oh my gosh, Heather. Now is time to pull it up. Heather Coughlin. Is it Coughlin? I think I've spelt it wrong. Is that you? No. C-O-U-G-H. C-O-U-L-I-N. What's going on? Maybe there's more Heather Coughlins. Let's look. Oh, there we go. Famous Heather. Easy on me, Heather. Oh, so you need a channel banner. That's the first thing you need to do. Go to canva.com. And you can do it for free. You can choose the template, and you want YouTube channel banner as your template, so you know what size it needs to be. And you need to film in horizontal, not vertical format. Okay? First rule of YouTube, film everything horizontal, so that when we pull it up on a computer screen or on a phone, we can put our phone sideways. First rule of YouTube. Sorry, Heather, for calling you out. Easy on me, Heather Goffler. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you've met. Welcome to Mary's touchstone party. Well, that's pretty cool. You got some views. 27, 41. Always when you've got more views than subscribers, you're doing something right. That's a good tip, Heather. So, and I imagine that's you right there. You've got different colored hair, I guess, depending on your song. Yeah, so PT, Too Good PTZ. Yeah, that was the other channel that I had up earlier. The PTZTU. Oh my gosh, that's a PTZTV. That's the one. That was the one that we were looking at before. I had so there's actually two different webcams for Miami. There's the one I had up, which is this one. Oh, that's the PTZ one. Yeah, so that's the one I had. Oh my god, I thought the horizon was moving for a minute, but it's not. And then I had a different webcam up. Where do they have live? Fort Lauderdale. Roman Abramovich's private plane. That's kind of crazy. Morgan Valley, Santa Clara. So yeah, they've got different webcams live on there. Oh, Davina is my first name. Oh, Davina, pleased to meet you. Again, if anyone wants to come live onto the chat, you're very welcome. If we ever get famous, I'll give you more shout outs. And if anyone ever does a super chat or super sticker or super whatever they call them, I'll be buying a new camera. Let's go up here. My gosh. Oh, there we go. So yeah, that's that one. Davina's my first name. Thanks, need to figure out all that. Mine all scroll to the right. Yeah, so you just need to add more, come back mouse. You just need to add more playlists. Or categories, that's it. Categories. Is that what it's called? Categories? Just have friends go to the Maldives. It's amazing. Yeah, it looks amazing, honestly and truly. You can fly from Moscow to Maldives directly here. They have packages that you can buy at the local travel agents. My wife just came back from Egypt. She was there for 5 days. They went with the flight, all-inclusive hotel, bus transfer, food and drink for 5 days, 4 nights, and it was about, how much would it have worked out of being? About no more than $300, about $250 US for 5 days holiday, all inclusive, with flights from Moscow to Egypt and back. Heather, film everything in horizontal format. The only vertical ones you want to do is if they're what's called shorts, which is under 59 seconds. They're the only ones you want to do that are under 59 seconds. They're called shorts, and they have to be in vertical format. If you ever pull up your YouTube app on your phone. But otherwise, if it's under 60 seconds in horizontal, it won't be a short. But first rule of YouTube, everything horizontal. Even if you're filming car crash on the road, or something you've seen and you want to just upload it. No, amateur's good. Amateur's good. I don't mind that. Never knew that. Welcome. Yeah. So, first rule of YouTube. I watch vidIQ, and there's a channel that basically it talks about YouTube channel creation, and it goes over all of the things that you can do to make your channel better and work better. Are we going to look up? Let's go down. Let's look up official before I put his comment. Official. Oh my God. I see. Official. Is there an unofficial Adventures of Eric channel, I wonder? If this is the official one. Oh, we're not going to find it. What? OFFICIAL. That would help. Are we going to find it? OFFICIAL. Adventures of Eric. Oh, we've already pulled your... Oh, we pulled your channel up right already. You've got... Oh, so yeah, there you go. You've got 125 views, channel, playlists. Yeah, put your videos into playlists as well. Every video should go into at least 2 playlists. That's a good tip as well. Where are we? Yeah, if you want to go to and see my other channel, let's switch over here. Traveling with Russell. This is my other channel. Not quite as many viewers over here. Traveling with Russell. These are mostly all of my Moscow videos that I made. I've got 183 subscribers. But I got very lucky here. Can you see this video about... In Moscow, they've got robot postmen. These little... You can see this one? And it had 3,800 views. And this was a short that I made. And then I made another one about the electric buses in Moscow. This one over here. See how it's got 4,600 views? It was shared on MSN on their news page or news splash when you go to msn.com. And they talked about the electric bus fleet in Russia. And they shared my video. Official Adventures of Eric says, I just subscribed to your channel. Thanks for all the info you're sharing with us. You have sparked my interest again in this YouTube stuff. Keep up the great work. Eric, no worries. Honestly and truly, just film things. Obviously, the more niche your channel can be, the more, especially where people subscribe and then want to watch your next lot of content. If you look at my channel here, where's my mouse? The Traveling with Russell channel, you've got to really like this channel because of me, Russell. Maybe you want to watch things in Moscow that I've made, like lunch at the secret Moscow Metro Cafe. They've got one subway station in Russia that's got a cafeteria inside, or a stolova. The stolova is like a canteen, like a Soviet canteen, and it's inside the metro station. Okay, they've got vending machines around, but and it's the only metro station in Russia that's got this. I call it a secret cafe. Honestly and truly, people in Moscow, if you talk to somebody, especially if you can translate it to them, they don't even know it exists, this secret cafe. So yeah, Traveling with Russell. Whereas if you look at my cruise channel, oops, where are we? Go to your channel. There's one over here. This one about cruise ships can be very general. My thumbnails look very dated now. I did so many of the same. You have a look where I've done different latest ones here. They look so much better than my old ones where I was using the same background. I was planning to do more Russia videos on this channel, but I find they don't get the views. Come back, mouse. Come back. Yeah, Heather uses Canva. Yeah, just okay. Sorry, I'm a bit behind here. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, so Heather says that she uses Canva as well for her channel. YouTube Russia. Yeah, you can see what I watch here. There's the... Oh, this is the one that we saw. The Broadwave live cam. Port of Miami. Oh, let's see what's happening in Key West. Oh, we have an advert. Oh, that's a weird advert. There's Key West and no ships. Oh, there we go. So Shannon says we have several of your Horizon videos in our Facebook group. Very informative. I see some of our members are in here now as well. Yeah, there's Key West, Florida. Not a lot going on. I think there's no cruise ships allowed in Key West at the moment, right? I think that's the... where else else do they have cameras? They've got a few. Oh, look at all these. Fort Lauderdale, Mallory Square, Port of Miami, Brian's Back Garden, 2 people watching. Marathon, Florida. Oh, let's go to Fort Lauderdale. Oh, that's the intercoastal road there, and the cruise terminal is not far from here as well. Oh, there you go. You guys you guys know each other. I turn on channels. I subscribe to people who cruise vlogs. People who cruise vlogs, Disney World, Orlando live streams. Oh, sure, okay. Yeah, the plan is with this channel is I'm going to do a Sunday live chat like this, a Sunday live chat. And, oh, excuse me for 1 second. Cuckoo. I'm doing live stream at the moment. No worries. Are you okay? Are you Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, no worries. Okay, I'll see you soon then. Okay, paka. Bye. Oh, my wife just was letting me know she's on her way home. I always like to know that she's on her way home because of the weather here and the snow and traffic. And there you go. Heather knows Shannon. This is nice. Everyone's getting to know this year. Oh, everybody knows everybody here. Mr. Cruise Fever. Oh, wow. It's kind of nice. Everybody knows everybody in the... Oh, I guess people have control over these live cams, I wonder. Somebody's just moved this camera now. Here, this is the Broadwave live cams. This is the one that we had, the Miami. Oh, and someone zoomed right into the pier where the Virgin Voyager ship docks. Sail the Virgin Way. I guess someone painted that right on the side of the building. Yeah, I think someone obviously controls these. And Heather can't wait to meet everybody on the cruise. That's pretty neat. You guys are going to have a meetup. These slot pulls that a lot of the cruise ships do. I think that the cruise line is sort of against the slot pulls at the moment. So if you're going to do that kind of thing, just basically have it as a very informal gathering at the slot machine. A lot of people go ahead and ask for gifts and things like that. Oh, Mark the Shark says that the camera moves every 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that someone obviously looks at this and maybe sees that ships are coming in. And I would love to have control over one of these. I know that, I don't remember before I was over here in Moscow, I was looking up quite a few of the Moscow webcams, but they're not... look at that. The camera moved. Oh, there it went. How did it do that? Oh, how did it do that? And there's 145 people watching that camera shot right there. How crazy. 145 people. Oh, moves. Yes, it moves every 2 minutes. Oh, Bear Bull Cruising. Oh, pleased to meet you. I know that you follow the YouTube channel as well. And you always comment a lot on a lot of the videos. Thanks very much. Hey Russell, I have my really amateur YouTube channel, Bear Bull Cruising. Just a few videos on some cabins, particularly for those who have disabled or mobility challenged. Yeah, I remember way back we chatted a little bit here and there about what are they called? Accessible cabins. What's the name? Oh my gosh, the fully accessible cabins, FAC cabins. Because I filmed a few for the Horizons. Let's have a look. Bear Bull. Oh, there you go. Someone's moved back. Bear Bull Cruising. I think that YouTube doesn't like it when you do like misspellings. Oh, first let's talk about your channel. Do you want a channel review, Bear Bull? I'm okay with like, oh, you guys are chatting away in the chat. That's very nice. So first thing you should do is, I know this is a little bit like in Alaska maybe. Maybe you should put like Bear Bull Cruising in words here, or a slogan about your channel. And all you need to do is just make sure you got the right size of JPEG image. You can do it with canva.com, it's free. And get the channel banner template. And you should do like a picture for your cabin numbers. And you need to retitle your videos like what it is. Just retitle it to whatever it is the description is. So if it's the gangway, like whatever ship it is, and then gangway, and then here, so like you've got here Norwegian Bliss Casino, of course, that's good. Alaska Cruise, so you could put sailing in whatever channel it is, and put day 1 at the end. Alaska Cruise day 1 at the, and change that around to Alaska Cruise day 1. And then whatever cruise ship this is, and then put water slides. So that, is that Disney? That looks like Disney on there, I think. Is that the water slide on Disney or on Norwegian maybe? With the glass tube there, I'm not sure. Yeah, Skyride. So put Carnival Panorama and then put Skyride at the end, so that people search for Carnival Panorama Skyride, and it will come up. Does that make sense? And then whatever cruise ship is, Deck 12 view, and then the name of the ship as well here. Put Carnival. Is that the Carnival Horizon one? Carnival Horizon cabin 10202, fully accessible cabin. And then Harmony of the Seas, and then the cabin number, solo cabin. I hope you don't mind me giving you some tips for your YouTube channel. If you just work on the descriptions a little bit, you'll get some more views. I'll guarantee it. And you may even get subscribers if that's the goal. You've had 2,300 views. And you could put more stuff in your About channel description here as well. And then maybe if you want to create more playlists, try and put every video into 2 playlists somehow. 2 playlists. So you got uploads, popular roads, and then shorts. So yeah, shorts always have to be vertical format for under 59 seconds. Yeah, so if you know the name of the ship, name of the ship, I'm sure you remember it if you watch it back. But put Norwegian Bliss water slides as your description right there, and it will come up in more searches. So everybody, I hope you've liked this. I hope you like this YouTube live stream. We did have about 20 people at one point watching. Again, my dream is to get very rich and famous and not work. But I'm guessing I can use working on cruise ships to make my YouTube videos to make me famous. I don't know, like crazy thinking. I've been working on cruise ships now 21 years, by the way, from when I started till this current year. I'm pretty sure this year might be 22 years, and I'm mistaking a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of years I've been working on cruise ships. Official hey, what would be the best editing video that is simple? I should start out with nothing too technical. If you have an iPhone, I think it's called iMovie. If you have an iPhone, iMovie. I have a Samsung phone. And every video on my channel, every single video on Traveling with Russell and I Like Cruise Ships is done from my phone. Everything that I've done, literally. The only difference now that I've got my computer set up at home is I can do the thumbnails on a computer versus doing the thumbnails I was doing on an app called Canva. You can get the app or a PC program called Canva. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Travel apps, work apps. Where do I have Canva? Yeah, Canva. Oh, this is probably going to be hard to see. Can you see Canva there? So I have Canva as the program that I use to make thumbnails. To make the editing on my phone, I use KineMaster or KineMaster. KineMaster? Where is that one? Oh my gosh. Oh, the top left, the second one. That's the one I'm using, KineMaster. But if you have a Apple phone or a iPhone, they always say iMovie. Oh, Thomas says FYI. VR FYI, for your information. I'm not sure what that means, Thomas, but wherever you are in the world, thanks for watching. Carnival Panorama saw the name of the ships that should go first and then subscribe. Right, yeah, so... And then should go first and then describe. Right, yeah, so for your videos, go back and just change all of the titles to the name of the ship and then what it is. So let's say the one with the gangway up here. So just put name of the ship and gangway. And then I don't know what this 16-second one is. Looks like a balcony, I think. I don't know. But that looks like a Lido deck or a walking track. So the name of the ship and then walking track maybe. And then Harmony of the Seas Aquatheatre. Switch the description around on this one. And then Carnival Panorama Dreamscape. I think that one might be fine. Dreamscape aboard Carnival. That one's fine, I think. And then Carnival Panorama Skyride. Wakefield Travel, thanks. You've been great. Oh, you're welcome. Let's pull up your channel one last time because you had some Wakefield Travel. And then it's kind of important if you're interested in just talking about your channel here, Wakefield Travel and then Wakefield Travel. You've got to kind of find that connection between you and the channel. So Wakefield Travel is probably the travel agency name, but your thumbnail is you. So either focus the channel around you as the travel channel, or focus around this being maybe like the company logo, like Wakefield Travel's logo. Because where you've got yourself in the icon here, you need to then have all your videos with you as the person in the videos, if that makes sense. But I'm pretty sure if you look at some of your videos, I think you're in a few of them as well. And definitely you don't want to have too many banners, thumbnails that are the same picture, because people won't know if they've watched it or not, especially if it comes up multiple times. You know, I try not to have the same picture twice. If you can avoid it, try not to do that, if that makes any sense. Oh, MSC Cruise Travel Tips. Oh, 3-minute video. What? I have to watch that. So, yeah. Oh, my, what? Come on. Where's my mouse? Official Adventures of Eric. You put money, $10. My God. And I kind of mentioned it and I didn't. You know what? I always see channels where people are giving like money. And then my goal is, if I ever do get people giving like money like this, it was going to go back into the channel. I want to buy the camera. I can do live streaming from my phone. I can, but I want to get the microphone so that I can have the boom arm coming over You know, like those booms that you see people with where they're doing live streams with the nice microphone. And that's the goal, is to have that for me to do live streaming more. I'd like to talk about YouTube channels as well, personally. Let's pull your channel back up now. Official ICIL Official Adventures of Eric. I wonder if there's an unofficial adventure. Oh, there's an Adventures of Eric channel with 369 subscribers. And then there's the official Adventures of Eric channel. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, what you should do is maybe just do a, like, maybe a welcome video. Like, if you're going to vlog about yourself, maybe do like a bit of a welcome video. About what your plan is for the channel. I mean, these are the videos that you've got here are very different. My dream tree, all you can eat. That's me as well. I would like to do that. And Eric DMC Mason. I guess that's your name. I guess. And you doing some snorkeling, and then I guess this is the drone of your house. But try and put your videos into playlists. Create playlists and put things into playlists if you can. That would be a very good idea. And of course, if you're doing stuff about yourself, maybe it's about what you do for a job. Maybe it's about your passion, like, I don't know, gardening or traveling. Maybe talk about where you're going to travel to. Yeah, so Wakefield mentions there that one of hers was a short. Oh my gosh, I can't pull these up as easy as I'd like. Yeah, so make sure your shorts are in vertical format, and they have to be under 59 seconds or under 1 minute. Safest thing to do is film anything under 59 seconds for vertical format, and everything that you film, do in horizontal. Even if you're just filming like the all-you-can-eat buffet or your Christmas tree. What did you have on? Where are we? Yeah, so like these, I mean, it's okay to put a thumbnail afterwards. And don't forget here too, if you have a look closely, can you see my Zanzibar experience? You need to change the size of the font here, because the word experience is cut off by the timestamp of the video. Always remember that little corner of the video here will get cut off in the videos. Does that make sense? So just try to work around not having it cut off for the timestamp. That's kind of cool. You've got a thing about MSC being suspended. I guess you're a travel agent and you do like travel news. So that's a kind of cool video. Maybe we can do like a live stream together like this, where we live stream and talk about cruising or about traveling at the same time. Eric, by the way, I'm very gracious and thankful that you've given me this $10. It'll come basically via the monthly AdSense into my AdSense. So I'll the idea is to put it aside to get the new I'm gonna order this arm. There's one that's an arm that I can put my phone on, and there's the boom arm for the microphone. And my wife just keeps telling me, just get it, just order it, just buy it. So I'm gonna have to do that. So I am. Go back to up here. Let's have a good last look at the downtown, well, the Miami Harbor, or the port. They call it Port Miami, by the way, or Port of Miami. So again, if you're watching right to the end, or you've just clicked on now and you weren't in the channel before, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to say goodbye from here. Wakefield Travel, Official Adventures of Eric, Bear Bull Cruising, Thomas a little bit earlier there, Shannon if you're still here, Mr. Cruise Fever, Mark the Shark, Mark the Shark. Heather Coughlin, I know you guys are going to be on the cruise from the 22nd, but I'm going to do live streams every Sunday. That'll be timing-wise. I'm not too sure if we should do Sunday morning for America or Sunday evening. I guess we're just going to have to figure out what time will be ideal. In my community tab, I might just do a post about what's the better time to be live. We're coming up to 2 hours now, so if you've watched all the way through, massive thank you. We did watch the Carnival Horizon sail into the port of Miami. Oh, there is another UFO just going by. I think it's an aeroplane, that one. That was a very low aeroplane if it was. You know, so, oh, here we go. Oh, okay, this is getting too much now. Thanks, Russell, for your good advice. Cheers. Bear Bull Cruising, you're very welcome. Very, very welcome. I know that you post a lot on my channel. You post a lot of comments, and I really appreciate that. Let's pull up your channel. Oh no, it's right there. So for a couple of things you could work on, you could change this icon so it's not the blue with the B. Everybody just gets a generic letter. So even if it's any kind of a JPEG image, that would be kind of cool. But if you want to make it easy to change these, and you've got your phone, yeah, let's get as close as we can here. Get yourself this app. This goes for you as well, Eric. Get YT Studio, and then link your YouTube channel to your YT Studio. So let me just pull up my travel one. Traveling with Russell. So when you pull it up, oh, this might be a bit hard. It comes up with your channel name, it comes up with your statistics, comes up with your channels right here, and then you can literally just click on your channel, on your video you've uploaded, and then you can edit your description from right there. So get yourself YT Studio. Yeah, this fully accessible video here that you've got, Bear Bull, I forgot, you put your first name and I've forgotten already. Oh my god. Now I'm bad. Shall I go back and find your first name? You wrote it, did you? Anyway. Yeah, just put the name of the cruise ship and then cabin number. If you see on my I Like Cruise Ships channel, there's a lot of the Carnival Horizon cabin number, and then whatever the category of that cabin was as well. And you can do the same for that Harmony of the Seas one, and just change that over there as well. That would be great. Would love to do that with you. I'm a travel agent and do all things travel news and tips, etc. Cruising is a big portion of my business. Oh, I'm sure. So I guess you get a lot of South Africans, and I know that there's a couple of ships down in South Africa right now as well, right? Let's have a look. I know that. Oh, couple. There's not too many. There is a couple. Let's just get rid of that one. There is MSC Orchestra, and then I don't know what that one is. So that one has been sailing here between Cape Town, I don't know where that place is. Oh, PE, Port Elizabeth. I've actually been to Port Elizabeth, or PE. So yeah, Orchestra's doing South Africa cruises right now. Yeah, so basically to get in the chat like we are now, this is with StreamYard. It has an invite option, and then if you put this paste, and if I put this right here, that then would link straight into this live stream right here. So Bearbull, by the time I see you on another live stream, I expect you to have updated your channel, your posts, your different uploads. I expect you to change your descriptions, because you won't get views if you just have the date. These aren't searchable. I know that it's just how you did them. And that goes also for you, Eric, as well. Try to, if you're not going to do vlogging style videos, especially if you've got nobody that's going to watch it, or you're hoping people will just find your videos, make them searchable. So, for instance, if you've got a certain vehicle certain car vehicle or certain car, you want to do like a review of the car that you have, or your vacuum cleaner, or your lawnmower. So you'd put like the name or the description of the lawnmower or the vacuum cleaner or the car model, and then review, review by Eric. Or if you're going to do like a packing, luggage packing review, packing for my first cruise, cruise packing tips, things like that. So that they're searchable, especially if you don't have the subscribers initially. So I'm going to say between 0 and 10 subscribers should be your family. Let's say between about 0 and 50 subscribers should be your friends and family. And then once you're at 50 or 100 or more, then it should really be people who have discovered your channel and want to watch it for your content. So for whatever reason you're making your videos, crazy video I watched recently was a guy who took home a lobster from I think he bought it at Walmart, and he put it into his fish tank or his aquarium, and he made videos about looking after a store-bought lobster on YouTube. And it just proves that any kind of video, any kind of channel can work if people search and want to look for that kind of video. There was one channel I watched last night was about hummingbirds, and that's all her channel is about hummingbirds. So, okay, everybody, it's come time. 2 hours has gone by. I was going to sign off after an hour. We're down to 6 viewers, so I reckon we've probably got Wakefield Travel, Bearbull Cruising, Eric's still here, maybe Thomas, maybe Shannon, maybe Mr. Cruise Viva, Heather, Shark, Mark the Shark, Enya from before as well. Thanks everybody for watching the channel. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, you can do that if you like. Thanks everybody that did comments. It's very helpful for the video itself. And I'm going to sign off. Again, this was a live video of the Carnival Horizon arriving into the port of Miami. And we still have that video. We'll just pull that up now right at the very end here as we sign off. Let me just look at the screen because I can't quite see it. We'll see right there the Carnival Horizon docked in the port of Miami, so it is here a few days early. It is ready and waiting for guests to join on the 22nd of January, which is 3 days from now, I guess, depending on where you're watching in the world. I'd imagine you may be watching this after the fact, so I did hope you like this format of video. Thanks everybody. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for the super chats from Eric and Bearbull Cruising. Again, that's going into the channel and to be able to get my microphone so that we can do more live streams. And I hope you like the little bit of a shout out to your YouTube channels. I kind of like that because we can just share the screen at the same time. Oh, 10 people. People are arriving now, not leaving. I was hoping that people were going to leave slowly, but because we don't have a lot of chat in the channel, it's obviously just me talking away. Maybe you like that. I'm going to say bye from Moscow, Russia. If I can get my mouse back. And thanks everybody for watching. Bye everybody. Bye.